The career of a professional tennis player involves many challenges around performance, identity, and celebrity, to name a few. Still, one challenge seldom discussed is how the transition into parenthood impacts players. For most, the decision to become a parent is life-altering, but how does this decision change the professional tennis player's identity and media narrative? What is its impact on player performance? Will the new familial responsibility distract tennis players from training and playing optimally, or will the new role give them a newfound confidence that leads to greater success? Media analysis by researchers at Laurentian University in Canada and the University of Tasmania in Australia analysed this phenomenon with a significant focus on Andy Murray and his transition into fatherhood in February 2016. Analysis showed that Murray's on-court performance primarily defined the type of media narrative. In matches in which Murray underperformed, the media speculated that this resulted from him prioritising his role as a father over his identity as a tennis player, as he was likely distracted and overwhelmed. Following a poor run of form in April 2016, the Daily Mail published an article titled "Andy Murray, happier than he's ever been off-court, and insists becoming a first-time father has nothing to do with patchy performance." In contrast, when Murray performed well later that same year, the media narrative painted him as an involved father who drew inspiration and motivation from his new identity. This was most notable in July 2016, after Murray lifted the men's singles title at Wimbledon for the second time. In an interview after his championship tilt, Murray stated, "Obviously, having a child gives you a different perspective, and it's given me an extra bit of motivation to work hard, train hard, and do all of the right things to give myself a chance to win." In truth, there isn't significant empirical evidence to suggest that becoming a new parent leads to dips in athletic performance. In fact, arguments suggesting that Murray's successes were partially attributed to his becoming a father hold more water. Novak Djokovic and Roger Federer both improved their performances following becoming fathers. Improved performances accompanying parenthood are not unique to the men's game. Over the years, professional tennis players who have become new mothers have also seen performance improvements during pregnancy and following birth. Notably, Kim Clijsters, who took time away from the professional game after her first child was born in 2008, had a successful comeback in 2009 by winning the US Open and repeating her success in 2010. Like Murray, she prioritised her role as a parent over her role as a tennis player. In an interview with Trans World Sport in 2009, she said, "I've always said that I like tennis, but I love being a wife and mother, and that is where my priorities lie. From the moment I feel like my family is suffering because of my tennis, then I'll call it a day. I won't take any risks just so I can win a few more titles. For me, family is the most important thing in the world." According to further media studies, pro-athlete mothers often fall into one of several media narratives. One, regarding Clijsters, sets up an expectation in which new mothers are expected to prioritise their familial responsibility over their careers while drawing inspiration from their new responsibilities. A less realistic expectation from the media paints successful mother athletes as supermoms, portraying successful stories, like Clijsters, as being able to be 100% present and committed to tennis while simultaneously being as focused on tending to their child's needs. A third narrative questions whether motherhood will distract new mums from reaching their full potential, what with the increased time commitment required to be a new mother and potential physical limitations that may have been caused by pregnancy and birth. Because of the profound physical changes a new mother experiences when becoming pregnant, it's worth exploring how this impacts female tennis players both during and after pregnancy. The narrative of pregnancy causing long-term physical limitations to female players has largely been disproved scientifically. In fact, some medical experts have advocated for the possible physical benefits of becoming pregnant. Professor of Exercise Science David James explains that hormonal changes, as well as increases in blood volume and hemoglobin levels associated with pregnancy, can reliably contribute to high performances postpartum. This is why many female athletes report feeling fitter than ever when returning to competition after giving birth. The heart adapts to preload, which is likely to create adaptations, especially when exercising late into pregnancy. The heart rate slows, so the heart fills more, creating a greater stretch before the contraction, explains Professor D. James. Regardless of performance, professional athletes must be viewed as humans first and foremost, respecting their roles as parents before considering their careers as tennis players. This and receiving adequate social, psychological and medical help should be the priority in the conversation around new parenthood in the sport.